What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with the one, the only, the spicy
Gershwan.
And today we're back at it to answer your crunchiest of questions in another for the greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. Yep.
And you got the question right.
From Tommy Falcon, which faction is your least favorite? But more specifically, what would need to change about them, make them your most favorite?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, because I was going to say the least favorite faction is probably universal for most people. And I think that's the Harlequins.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say the Harlequins, but after thinking about it, I got another one just to be different. So okay. Go ahead, throw it out there.
I think the Harlequins are just like their miniature line's really small. Like it's like not very... there isn't that many things to choose from, and there's no real... Like, they're too specialized.
Yeah.
They're very, like, specific troop kind of thing, and, like, there's no... Like, they're meant to be a supplement to an Eldar.
Right.
Which makes them, like, why would you want to make your main faction, your favorite faction, the side piece, you know?
That's true.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like if you're playing the Harlequins, you have to almost play any other Eldari to be really good. Although Harlequins were meta like near the end of 8th edition or something like that, because they were very fast. They can get objectives and like move and fade and adjust according to how your enemy plays. So that's one thing I'll give them, is that they're very fast, but like that's their gimmick. That's it. What would you do to change them and make that your favorite faction?
Just flesh them out in terms of like the different types of units, because they can't just go around and just having the troops. Like there has to be vehicles. There has to be like, I don't know, more unit diversity.
Mm-hmm. More oomph, more meat, and not just a whole bunch of side pieces, like you said.
Yeah, it would be nice too if they really went in hard on the whole Segurath thing, mm-hmm. and they became worshippers of Segurath to like an extreme extent, kind of like the the Inquisition kind of, or basically the Adeptus. Like I would really love to see cults of Segurath.
Yeah,
which that's the entire Harlequins, but
right,
like more culty, I guess.
Yeah, an avatar of Segurath would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
What about which faction for you?
So I was gonna say them, but I'm going with the Guard, the Astra militarum. To me, they're the underdogs of 40K. They're just numbers or humans' lives that don't really matter. And whenever I see them, it's like you're just playing them just to play tanks. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But like I like it has the same like thought process like as in D&D. Why would I pick to be a human when I could be like a tiefling, a freaking like ogre, an orc, that kind of thing?
Right.
So it's like, why play humans when I could play space marines and still have tanks?
Yeah.
So it's like they're just too bland, too generic. But their role is there so that you can see, like, hey, this is the baseline for humanity, and look how better Space Marines are, look how better Custodians are, etc.
Yeah.
The one thing that I think might change that for me is if they add like the abhumans into a more fleshed out things, have a whole Oghren like detachment or supplement, where you have like an Oghren HQ, an Oghren manning like some awesome tank or something like that. Same thing with Ratlings, Beastmen for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be pretty cool to see, oh, I'm running mainly tanks, but look at my commander. It's like this hulking behemoth of like a Beastman with like a Sentinel body armor or something like that. So just to have more options without just being, I'm playing army men. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let us know. Yeah, let us know your guys' least favorite factions.
Mm-hmm. The next question comes from Tommy Falcon. Is there a galactic police force for the Imperium as there is on some hive world, or is this kind of a Wild West situation with little to no law presence? Yeah, kind of a galactic police force, and like the Inquisition is the top, mm-hmm. right? They can go anywhere and kill anybody, even planetary governors.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then you have a sector type of protective service, which is
like the witch hunters and stuff like that.
No, I was gonna say the Adeptus Arbitrate.
Yes,
Arbits.
The Judge Dredd of
yeah.
40K.
So they control the entire they would go to a planet and they would patrol that entire planet. So think of them like sheriffs, mm-hmm. Where sheriffs have like an entire, what is it, county?
I guess, yeah.
And then they have individual police officers, and then obviously there's officers that nobody really talks about for the different hive cities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own, like if it's a feudal world, obviously they're going to have different police forces. But yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say the witch hunters are like, if you guys see something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? Witch hunters.
But that's really just the Inquisition, right? Ordo Malleus?
I believe so, yep.
Next question.
This one is by Comrade Connolly. Do you guys think that Farsight has been tainted by chaos via the Dawnblade?
No.
I don't think so, no. Because, I mean, he's still sentient. He's still fighting for the cause of the Tau. If he was doing something chaotic, he'd be like sacrificing or like drinking blood or spreading pestilence or being, you know, gross and horny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he is. The one thing that was in the lore in the past was like, if Farsight ever knew that this blade was giving him an abnormally long lifeline, he would take his own life. Dudes lived like 400 years. Like, they only have like a 40-year lifespan. So it's like, is he stupid? Yeah, so it's like, what's going on there? They probably just removed that from the new codices.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's tainted. And then he's got a part 2. I know you guys are always busy, but can we get more of your Warhammer creepypastas? I love your guys' stuff, and it's the reason I'm into 40K in the first place.
For sure.
I know with creepypastas, I usually get into the mood around like Halloween and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see if I can muster up some scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah, we could do that soon. And I think this video is going to get stopped in a little bit because I hear noise out in the warp. But yeah, we are going to, I think creating original content is something that like I really want to do in terms of like that, like creating stories for 40K, kind of like what Baltimore does.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's going to happen in the future.
Right. But if not, we do have a playlist on like fan lore, so you guys can check that out too.
Yeah. And with that, we'll talk tomorrow, guys. Thanks for listening.
Sorry it's a short one, but we'll make it up for you with something big.
Big.
This has been the Sound Alchemist.
Gersh1.
And we are out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.